Disclaimer, do not harass or chase these people. If you have any evidence that you consider believable, contact the authorities or Discord staff. A game master on the Everlook project has been removed in very mysterious ways, and all we got to go for are some very concerning screenshots. Before I begin laying down the evidence, I have a list of a few things I want to clear out. This is all Discord screenshots. A Discord screenshot can be manufactured, faked, forced, whatever you wanna call it, so there is no way to know this evidence is real for sure. Everlook staff has refused to reveal the reason that this person has been removed, so we don't really know if this is the real reason. A side note, I do not want to reveal the person that sent me these things. I do not want to get them in trouble, obviously. That's how you keep your sources. And if Everlook got rid of this person after realizing this entire thing, after discovering this thing, I think that is a right decision to make. And again, everyone is innocent until proven guilty otherwise without a shadow of a doubt. And this is by no means some absolute proof of guilt. This person that got removed was actually a good GM back in Life's Hope, so this is kind of a bummer. Although, you know, if this actually happened, yeah, you cannot keep this person around. Okay guys, we're gonna go over it. Oh, also, let me warn you about another thing. This is a very sensitive topic that includes topics of abuse, and as such, I warn you that if you do not want to see these topics, to leave the stream now, because we are going to cover some sensitive stuff. I will completely understand that, but this is the nature of what we are trying to cover right now. This username with the cat picture is said, again, no proof, is said to be the same person as the admin, the GM that got removed from the project. One person was saying there is no way that it is legal to make specific imagery involving children in Germany, because the age of consent doesn't mean the age of being able to make that imagery. And as far as I know, even though I am not a lawyer, that is correct. You cannot go out there and, if you're 14 years old, you cannot go out there and, you know, start filming. That is not how it works. This allegedly GM said, yeah, 14 is age of consent and it is not specific imagery containing children. One very concerned man said, do I ban him? And people were calling him out of it. What you mean it is not? And then he goes, how it is that the deed, okay? If you are talking about 14-year-olds and this kind of material, and you need legal assessoration to know if it is or not, that is concerning on its own. If you need a lawyer to tell you if you can do that, that is, you already crossed the line. Okay, I don't think there is recovering from that, but okay, again, no proof of guilt. No proof of guilt, and people are still calling him out on it. And he talked about this explicit imagery again, and he says, I wouldn't have even said anything. You would consume this content 100%. And yeah, people were not too happy about that comment. They did not buy that one at all. This is from 5 years ago. I am told this screenshot is from 2017, but once again, I am afraid we do not have a way to prove this. Actually, we do. Look at this. Okay, if this screenshot is real, and we don't know if it is, that is from the 19th of September of 2017. Again, we do not know if these screenshots are real. Which one of these was the GM? Nauli, the one in this picture, we do not know if that is the real GM, but that is what people have been saying, and that's why we are covering it. Once again, I cannot stress this enough, this is not absolute evidence. There is no way to know for sure. He said that doesn't make it legal. She looks 18. And yeah, he's sounding like very inappropriate. He's been told. And this guy goes, do you know the definition of explicit imagery containing children? If you need a definition because you're like in that territory, that's a little too much, man. That's a little too much. Okay, and some people are discussing the law. Okay, and he's trying to justify this entire comment, this very necessary, obviously, comment that he just made by saying that 12 to 13-year-olds consume this explicit material. Yeah, somehow that makes it okay, somehow. And people are still like in vain trying to reason with this man or woman, I don't know. Their identity is not public, and which I think is for the best, because I would not wanna be that guy. I would not wanna be that guy after this. Cancel culture is the best. Again, man. We do not have definite proof. I want to believe that the Everlook staff has a more complete picture of what actually happened, because you know I am just a side and I've been lucky enough to have people send me a bunch of pictures of this, and this is as good as I got it, okay? I just looked at what's coming next and I got completely distracted. That is way too spicy. But yes, guys, you gotta understand, people are gonna ask me, well, why should the opinions of this person have anything to do with their ability to hold a GM role? No, it probably doesn't have anything to do. But you cannot afford to have people like this in your staff, okay? This does not look good at all. You rely on having a good reputation. This is radioactive. You're seen hanging out with this person, you're screwed. You're screwed. Like, do you guys? I don't think this is quite the same degree of bad, even though it is really bad. But do you got any idea how many streamers got burned for collaborating with Scarm Tank? I am not even gonna go into that, but you don't wanna be associated with that kind of stuff, okay? Like, it destroys your reputation, it will destroy you. That's all I'm gonna say on the matter, guys. Okay, explain how it is illegal. It shows a 15 to 16-year-old girl performing an unspeakable act for that age by her free will. She is even into it. Look at her part. And again, this poor man right here, Pofo, Google it. Okay, I cannot get into that one, okay? That's too much for one stream. And this poor man is trying to reason with the man. Or woman, we don't know. It is a child in a picture performing an illegal act. That is that kind of material with a child. Oh my god, that doesn't make it legal. And again, guys, I am trying to embellish this dialogue. You can read it for yourself. But yeah, this gets pretty nasty. I am sorry about that. She is not a child, says the accused. And people, again, are not very happy about that. How many screenshots? By my account, about 12, and I do not even have all of them. I know for a fact there is more, and I do not have them. I could not get a hold of them. So yeah, I am afraid that once again we do not have all the story. We cannot really know for sure what happened. This is just the evidence that is presented right now. I don't get it, man. People are not too happy. I still don't get it how this is explicit illegal material, but whatever. And the guy literally says what it is. And this person says it is not what it is because it is private, and that somehow makes it okay. People are not too happy, and I believe the administrator of that Discord is not too happy about the fact that he's sharing that picture, which again breaks all the terms of service of Discord. I don't know, that's a discussion for another time. And there is a public screenshot about a ticket that was opened, I believe, a day ago. Okay, this user, whose name I will not read because that is just too funny, is leaving this ticket. Also, we do not know if this ticket was made before or after the removal of this person. So it is possible that this ticket was the reason this person was removed. Yo guys, I am coming to you with legit concerns. Oh, never mind, this was after the thing. Tari has gone with no fanfare, no announcement, doing some digging. There is allegations that a certain username is the username that we read before, you know, all those screenshots. It is said that it's the same person. With that said, I will let the screenshots speak for themselves. In addition, there has been questions posed to the staff and there has no public addressing. Just plain silence. I understand that this is something the project doesn't need in terms of publicity, but this is spreading very quickly. Can you please address this? Why does it need addressing that they kicked him out? We all love drama, but it doesn't benefit the Everlook in any way? Okay, here is what I would do. I would not say a thing. If I were them, I would keep quiet. You're right, it doesn't help them. Like, it's not like they are gonna start, because if they say that, there's always gonna be people that say, like, do you have the proof? And you get in like really bad territory with that. You know, there is no winning. There is no other universe where publicly addressing this as Everlook staff will make them look better than they look right now. So we can just assume they did this, they removed this person out of concern, which is the right thing to do. And that is it. I think this will not really hurt their PR as it is. But no, I would not address them publicly either. Unless there is like such an insane public outrage that this happens. I really doubt that's what's gonna happen. I believe most people are gonna forget. And we have a reply by, I believe this is a community manager or a chat moderator. I don't know what's the difference. The more people removed with severe ethical issues, the more the server looks like a pillar of ethics. We all know retail's... Yeah. Again guys, this is not to try to expose Everlook staff. I believe if the facts are what is presented right here, I believe they took the right choice and we should commend them with that, because we had many other examples of private servers trying to cover up this entire thing, like, and the fact that they just removed them and are not trying to cover it up, even though they are keeping quiet about it, which again I think they should. It speaks well for the team. It actually speaks well for them. This is not a call out. This is not a call out. I am just trying to inform you about this thing. I have no involvement in whatever the decision was to remove this person or interacted with him back on Darrowshire, even though we were guildmates. I just want to point out that if you or other people are wondering why anything anime related posts are being deleted, people being muted or banned by me, it has absolutely nothing to do with this situation, and I am just being insulted because I had an anime profile picture. Most evils in the planet come from an anime profile picture, but I will entertain this person because you criticize the argument and not the person. But I am looking to remove all the trolls and toxic behavior that automatically thinks that just because somebody has an anime profile picture, they are actually guilty of this. Because it feels like at this point, people come to this server to bash and don't actually care about the project. Go figure. Oh my god. How long did it take you to figure that one out? Now, I am definitely not defending this person, but to bring up a serious matter such as it is now after 5 years. Guys, it was 5 years ago. No, it was like 5 years ago. That's like an eternity, you know. You can get 20 years in jail for doing something like that, but 5 years ago, no, man. That's how many years is 5? It's like, I cannot count to 5. Okay, no, that's a long time, man. Seems to be nothing but witch hunting and should have been dealt with at the beginning of the conversation, but apparently no one decided to let the Discord trust and safety team aware of a user doing this crime on a public or private server. It is not really my business to comment here, but I just want to be aware that continuing to profile picture shame because of one person is extremely childish and will be dealt with and removed. Okay, I think he gave a decent reply. I have nothing to comment on that. I'm just saying, man, change your profile picture. Change your damn profile picture. What are you waiting for? Are you just... I don't know, man, like... Do you know why people do not wear this mustache anymore, the mustache with this form? That mustache, this style of mustache, was very popular before the 50s. Before the 40s, and people don't use it anymore. Not because every person that used this mustache is bad. Charles Chaplin was a great dude, but you do not want to be associated with that. And the same way, you should not have an anime profile picture, homie. I don't think you're a bad person, I don't think you're guilty of anything, but I would not keep that anime profile picture, homie. No. You do not have to admit to anything, guys, that if there is a member of staff that has very bad tendencies, then it is the duty of the project staff to safeguard themselves and the people playing on the project. I have seen an incredibly disturbing conversation from them. Finally, a community that dares stand up against the anime profile pictures. Okay. We will not let this injustice continue. As a holy paladin, I cannot allow this awful awful crime to continue. If you have an anime profile picture right now, change it, or I will smite you down with holy fire. Because I am for what is pure of heart, and an anime profile picture is not pure of heart. West Coast. Okay, I care about vanilla and it is a good place to play. I want a project to succeed, but if somebody like that managed to get on as a volunteer and also raise a... Okay man, no, okay, that's not fair. Like if they didn't necessarily know that until this thing popped out. You know, if they knew, I would have a concern, but we don't know that. Yeah, I think what they did is fair, and I would also be keeping quiet if I were them. Do we still have any more? Yes, we do a lot. Next, WoW will be looking at little anime though. Look man, you can watch anime, just don't have an anime profile picture. It is not that hard, okay? It is not that hard at all. You can have a weird taste, but do not defend it. Keep it to yourself. Keep it quiet. Just saying. Just saying that's the best way to conduct yourself. If this was a serious issue, okay, this is where they misplay. This is a huge misplay by Everlook staff. You do not argue, okay? If you're in this territory, you do not walk. If you put a single step in the mud, you do not keep walking in the mud. You walk back, okay? If you try to engage somebody that is describing it, you are never gonna look well. It doesn't matter if you're right. You're not gonna look good if you're doing this. So this is a huge misplay. I hope they learn from this. This is not too smart, but we're gonna read this entire exchange anyway. If this was a serious issue, why was it not reported in 2017? We don't know that. This person could have been easily reported, but people seem to not actually care. That's my take on this. Dicey, I think it would be wise to step out of this at the moment. It is not my business, but people are targeting me because of somebody else, and it is wrong. Change your picture. Change your picture. Okay man. You change your picture in 30 seconds, you put something else in it, and nobody's gonna care. Okay, why do you have to stand and crusade for the rights of anime profile picture owners? Okay, you don't have to do that. Why? Do not fight the good fight, just change your profile picture. Okay, you're a grown man, I assume, or woman. Okay, I think you are capable of dealing with the emotional distress of not having an anime profile picture in your Discord account. Oh my god. If you're right, you do not gain anything, but if you're wrong, you defended yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, he should have not... Everything that goes under under here, like from here onwards, he should have just shut up. Okay, there is no way you can win this. This is a lose or lose situation. Yeah, you just let it go. You just let it go. And this is the thing with the anime fandom. Guys, I watch anime. I don't really watch anime anymore, but I watch anime on and off throughout my life. I like anime. I still think Eureka 7 is one of the most well-made pieces of animation in human history. I know, what a weeb. Screw me. You don't see me crusading for anime here. Like, the anime fandom is one of the most toxic, obnoxious fandoms in the world. It is pretty much the same as the Final Fantasy XIV fandom. They are extremely defensive, there is no way you can criticize anything, and if somebody goes against an individual from this fandom, no matter how right they are for going against them, the entire fandom will defend them because they are part of the collective, and that's what they do, you know, the herd mentality, the tribe mentality. It is awful. Is awful. Yeah, you know, you can like anime all you want, but just don't engage in the toxic fandom stuff that anime is known for, because you're gonna get made fun of. Because this is all this person got, by the way, he got made fun of. I don't think it should go anywhere past that. If you have evidence about this person being actually guilty, or if you have something that could be believable as evidence, you should not harass these people, you should not dox these people, you should contact the police or at least Discord staff. Okay? You should not take it any further than that. And that is if you have any evidence that I don't. So no, do not go after this person, either one of these two people. That is not the way. That is not the way. Just want to make that clear. Should have made that clear earlier. I apologize for that. And what I like the most is that the guy is like, yeah, this is probably not a good idea for you to talk about this. And the guy pretty much gave me a little warning of, you're about to do something dumb. And the guy did it anyway, because that is Oh my god. I am doing this knowing full well that there is a pretty big chance that I'm gonna get banned from the Discord after showing this. It is what it is. Like right here. It is dicey. I think it would be wise to step out of this at the moment. He gave him an out. He told him this is not wise. You should probably not keep this conversation going. And he keeps it going. He keeps it going. And for the people that are gonna say this is a ticket, how could he know this was gonna be public? If you think you talk about this thing and nobody's gonna screenshot you, you should not be moderating a community in Discord because you don't know how the internet works, homie. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Because I know somebody's gonna drop that to me. And that is BS. Okay, no. Next time you see this thing happen in a chat, go report it then and not 5 years later. Okay, it is his fault for not reporting this thing when it happened, even though we don't even know if he was there at the time. You can wait for another staff member to talk here. I think that, and he is like, I think that would be the best. Yeah, guys, you know, it is not the fault of the person that was doing this awful stuff. It's the fault of the person that's reporting it because he didn't do it early enough. Because you can spend 20 years in jail for doing this, but 5 years is too much, apparently. I don't know. Honestly, I don't wanna get my pitchforks against this person because what can you say really? What can you say if you're confronted with this? He should have just kept his mouth shut. That was a mistake. I think he doesn't have any malicious intent when talking to this person. This is just something very stupid to say. Okay, and then we have MVP, one of my favorite Janis in the Discord, chip-in, Irenicus, somebody I really like as a community manager. I think he's excellent. I will let somebody from leadership also chime in, but where is my name mentioned in it? I can more or less verify my part if what was mentioned in. Concerns were raised, vetted, and passed along. Okay, so he is not giving up too much information, but he is vaguely, I believe, trying to let us know that yeah, this is the reason. It is not too clear. I assume that's what he's trying to say. I don't really know much about the subsequent timeline. Did you know why was this person removed? So it is a him. Oh, then we know. I was asleep whenever this happened, but my understanding was that he was removed. However, I am not sure on the details. As I am sure you can imagine, this is not something I anticipated. Who could blame him? I mean, I am a man full of prejudice, and when I see an anime profile picture, I do have that thought, but that is not reasonable, okay? That is just me being me. No. Sadly, this part of the conversation is cut off. I do not know why it was cut off, but we're gonna have to pick it from here. And again, this could very well be something out of context now because I do not have the full conversation and I apologize with that. That is all I got. Apparently, they were shown some sort of dossier about this person or something like that, some sort of quote-unquote evidence. And he says, obviously there is a lot to unpack and I do not have every answer. I am not involved with the staff decisions, but I would be curious to what kind of background checks you have in mind. Okay guys, is it reasonable to expect when somebody joins a Discord that everybody will do like a 5-year-long background check of the person that joins? No, of course not. Don't go saying that they should have known this was gonna happen, like it is not reasonable. Do not go blaming the Everlook staff. I certainly wasn't in the Discord where the incident happened and had no knowledge of this until recently, but then you say it was reported and wasn't acted upon, which I think is not accurate at all. It is not accurate at all. He got removed. That is the action they should have taken. Yeah, I agree, Pofogo. Like, what does he want? Does he want them to like get in to like go with the pitchforks and burn the person? Like, they removed them. That's what they should have done and they did it. I don't know why somebody would be mad at this. They did what they were supposed to do. If they were refusing to remove the person, that's when I would have a problem. But they did what they had to do. I won't lie, it is a fate shaker. Okay, that is just inflammatory for no reason. We don't know the full timeline, but everything aims to point points to the fact that Everlook handled it properly, and that's all we really can say for now. I genuinely want this project to succeed, but all of us, that cannot happen because this caliber of people are able to slip through and represent Everlook. Okay, he was here a week and they found out and they removed it. What do you? Come on, it is not that often that you find an unironical person of this kind of crime around. Okay, I don't think you should be like assuming every person that wants to play on a server is like one of these guys. If the team as a whole can look at the points that could be addressed above and respond in kind, that would be grand. What do you want, man? Is there a winning? Come on, you got the response you needed. And what else do we have to follow? Okay, we have wall chip-in here. Even then, guys, sorry, there is more. How do you know this dude is Tari? Okay. Big mistake, Wall. You have made this mistake in the past. Don't go that way. Do not get in that room. Do not die in that hill. Okay, you may be right, but don't. Keep it quiet and do an investigation of your own, and then you go do that. Yeah, no, you're not looking good if you do that. No, guys, Wall is not defending him. Okay, no, it's just okay. He's just not a people person. As far as I know, he is not too streetwise, for lack of a better word. And that's why he conducts himself in this way. Like, no, he's not defending him. I don't want to hear that. But yeah, this is not wise at all to be talking. No, you're a developer. You're not even in charge of PR. What the hell are you doing there in that conversation? What? If the screenshots are in photoshopped, the names and avatar match. Tari has used those names outside of work in the past. Okay, and then Wall agrees with the accusations actually. Case closed, he's gone, ignore the rest. Okay, he rectified it. Some random dude doesn't represent anything in the Discord just because he was a mod for a week. I agree. He got the boot. I didn't know him anyways. And again guys, what did Wall do wrong in there? He should have not participated in that conversation. First of all, apparently he didn't even know what was going on. And second of all, it is not his damn job. I have seen Wall doing this a lot actually. Like, you should not be talking about the PR stuff. Let the PR people handle the PR. You can only hurt the project when you do something like that. Come on, man. I know you mean well. Oh, and this guy keeps going. Oh. He keeps going. He does not let it go. The case isn't closed. He is still in the Discord and he made it as a mod, although removed. Words are already going out about this project, even if he was a mod for a week. Somebody like this being a mod when he's got a known background, it isn't a light matter. I put some points above for that. Oh, like, are you gonna drop a manifesto, homie? Oh my god. Bro, it is literally more internet psycho stuff, I agree. He got removed, case closed, no one really cares that some random in the internet turned out to be a creep. Big surprise. The fact that anyone would care is more malevolent garbage from some mad people who got muted by him and effectively doxed them. I don't know if they really doxed them or not. As far as I know, I haven't heard of his information being public. And once again, you should not be distributing that information. I know who you are out there. Don't do it. You don't get anything from that. If you really believe this is believable, contact the authorities. Do not try to do internet justice. Contact the authorities if you have information related to this. That's all I'm gonna say. For real, take perspective that some clowns on Discord went to extreme length to create fear-mongering that is something bigger than it is. He is not coming back, problem solved. I do not care and 17,000 people don't care either. And the guy is still going. He's still going. He cannot let it go. He cannot let it go. Oh my god, this is gonna continue forever because it's like, let me see if there's anything interesting, because I don't want to read you like 20 minutes of talk if it's like, okay, he gets called out like, okay, if there's not that much left, I'm gonna read it all because there's very few left. He started with a good point and then he went full mental. Yes, he did. This is just, oh my god. That is because 17,000 people don't know about it yet. He got into your team, that he was known as a GM. Torbon took the complaint, kicked him out of the staff, not banned him, mind you. Then he returned, which someone has now kicked again. Have you ever read the points above? He made... Okay, I do not have this screenshot, okay? but he made like an entire bullet point list of the demands he had of the staff, you know? You do not mess with the private server community. One guy bans you 5 years ago on Lies Hope and you're still mad 2022. Somebody ninja'd a mage blade from me 6 years ago and I am still mad. So yeah, private server people, we do not let go. Okay, and Potu, who is also pretty cool as far as I know, says, I am starting to think that you're not acting with the best interest of the project or the public at heart. This is very much starting to look like a very bad faith argument. And he goes, how can it be bad faith when I put points of resolution above that they are clearly ignored? You did not read to my entire list of demands. I am a normal user in a Discord with 17,000 people. Why will you not listen to my demands? Okay, I am very important. Oh my god. And this is the last one I was given, and this is all we have to go on. So again, we do not have the full story. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty, so on and so forth. I've said this a million times, I'm gonna say it again. And then this is the last statement that we have. If you think we can vet the backgrounds of a staff member in the way that childcare provides vet the backgrounds of theirs, you're out of your mind. I agree. Like, do you expect these people to go 5 years back to some random Discord and find this guy? What the hell? Something like that is absolutely impossible. We don't know the real names of the staff members. Accusing us of somehow allowing someone accused of this crime into the team because of laxness in that aspect is a bad faith argument. I agree. Until those screenshots were brought to Torbon, none of us knew. He definitely wouldn't have worked with Light's Hope if we had known back then. I want to believe that too, but you know, we don't know. Even then, again, I think they handled it properly. Wall and Dice Jr. should have probably showed more restraint in the conversation just because it is a bad look, but I do not think they were acting in bad faith at all. And if this happens to be true, I think this was the right decision to make. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit the notification bell for we got a lot more coming. Consider joining, and I don't know. See you later.